Hi, I'm Cyndi, and today I'm going to be bringing you another in my writing how to reviews. This week I am talking about a book written by John Truby. It is called The Anatomy of Story, and it was published in October of 2008. Here's the book. Let's see if I can get that up there. There we are. And I found this very enjoyable to read, actually. To be perfectly honest, I thought it was going to be a little bit boring. I don't know why. I thought it might be dry. It turned out it was anything but. It is a 464 page long book. The hard copy edition was released about a year earlier. John Truby is a highly respected film consultant. This is his first book on writing. Although the focus of the book is screenwriting, the lessons contained within are beneficial to novelists as well as writers of shorter works. He is the founder of John Truby's Writers Studio and has consulted on films for Walt Disney, Sony Pictures, Fox Entertainment, HBO, and more. Is there anything else? No, those are the main ones. His 22-step great screenwriting and genre class, of which this book is the basis, has been taught worldwide. Mr. Truby brilliantly combines masterful outlining techniques with in-depth story and character development that is out of the park good. I consider it a must-read and deserving of the coveted 5 stars. And that is actually the review I left for the book on Amazon, stars included, because it's worthy of every one. And it's a solid 5. Mr. Truby discusses 7 key steps in structuring a story. He says that these are the minimum. You have to have, he says, weakness and need. The character needs to show from the beginning where the growth must take place. You want to also show the desire. What does the character desire? What does he want versus what does he need? You need the adversarial forces, so the opponent. There has to be a plan. The character has to come up with a plan to overcome the opponent that will eventually lead to the battle with said opponent. There will be a time of self-revelation and self-discovery, things of this nature, and the new equilibrium, or the new world, the world as it is at the end of the story. And of course, he offers examples of these. He talks about how to find the premise for the story, which is a place where he believes 90% of writers miss the mark. He includes a mathematical equation for this, written as W times A equals C, or weakness times adversarial forces or struggle equals character change. He has an interesting perspective on story structure. He says that Aristotle had a rather narrow view of story, and he found the 3-act structure to be restrictive. Truby says that a story is living and it is organic and must be allowed to grow naturally, along with its characters and plot, out of the natural growth of the story idea. That is an interesting and excellent point. When I discuss the math of writing, you may refer to the earlier video if you haven't seen it. I discussed the pivotal plot points and their placement at the approximate word count. Um, the inciting incident, I said, would be at about the 12% mark, and the first plot point would occur about the 25% mark. According to Mr. Truby, however, if the story is not organically ready to enter the next phase, then the story must be allowed to naturally arrive at that point in a way that is not contrived, but organic to the story that is being told. This creates masterful storytelling as opposed to something that is formulaic and episodic. And we all know about the episodes. You turn the TV on and you see your favorite story, and it has an episode, whatever it might be, and this is the one in which this happens, or this happens, or that, whatever it is. And at the end of that 50-minute broadcast, all of the loose ends have to be tied up. And so it's episodic. It's not organic. They make it fit. Truby goes on to explain the characters commonly written to the stories we love and how they drive the narrative. He explains the need for layers within the characters, revealing the character's need and why the character behaves in certain ways. Most characters experience change over time unless the character's arc is intended to be flat for the purpose of the story being told. He also discusses the story theme as well as the designing principle. Um, an example of that is found on page 113, and he references Scrooge. The designing principle, he said, is to trace the rebirth of a man by forcing him to view his past, present, and future over the course of one Christmas Eve. The theme, of course, is that a person lives a much happier life when he gives to other people. I thought that was very insightful. I have to say I enjoyed it thoroughly, and I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to bringing you additional videos on this of this type in the future. So until next time, have a wonderful day.